first one, the development of life education in Taiwan, and the second one, the appearance of life teaching in C.C.C. University, the system of volunteers and mentoring service, and third one, the development of meaningful roles of volunteers on campus. Okay, I briefly introduced the development of life education in Taiwan. Since the terms began start in 1997, it's not very long, and it transformed from ASIC education and in high school. Since 2001, it was coordinated with ASIC Life and Days, Religion and Spirituality Education. And gradually, it was promoted into all of the high schools, colleges, and the university through curriculum or school system. Then the university of my school, C.C.C. University, we have the spatial system. We call the three-track system of student guidance work. The three partnership composed by academic advisor, that is teachers, and counselors of students, counseling center, and the mentoring and caring service comes from, we call the Chieh moms and dad, that are composed by adult volunteer. Right now we have 850 in my university. Okay. Wow. So we organize this service about 12 college students as a family, and there are 3 moms and dad in each family. And carrying them from freshman until they graduate, until senior. Okay. So the common names of them, we call the whole name could called 慈诚 dash. 慈诚 means sincere and authentic. And the the moms called the good virtue in meanings. Okay. So the organization of Chieh membership, that is the unique the membership will coordinate with our university together. Okay. Oh, this picture you can see the first day freshman orientation, how shy and embarrassed our students are, and how excited and how happy our moms and dad. It's the first day meet together. Oh, okay, the mom said, "Wow, I got my son." So happy. So everybody would ask the same question. Oops, what happened to this? Who are they? Where are they from? What's their purpose? Everybody wants to know? Yes, every student wants to know. How come I have already away from my parents? Why you give me moms and dads again? Okay. So it's a kind of purposely engagement for student caring. That's a story from the history of C.C.C. Foundation at C.C.C. University. That's our founder. She was born in 1937, and she's already over 80 years old. All right, okay. And the C.C.C. Foundation is an NGO and started from Eastern Taiwan, and begins with a medicine hospital in Eastern Taiwan because it's a poor area in Taiwan. And still we need a doctor, we need nurse, so we have a college, medical college at the beginning. Okay, so Eastern Taiwan is a very poor area since 1966 is the first year of C.C.C. Foundation. So it's a long way from the western side, so the transportation is not very easy. Why we have this preparation for our medical college in 1993 to 1994. You can see the surrounding with the high mountains, and it's almost a blossom in a desert at that moment. Okay, the memorial hall at the right side, and at the over right side is outside the picture. There's a hospital already. And the middle side, the red circle, we planned for the college. So right now, it's the whole picture of our main campus. And so we have about 700 graduate students each year from college into Ph.D. degree. So that's the history, that's the context, because we have the common mission with C.C.C Foundation. So Master Chieh established a common vision of C.C.C. There are three. First, purify people's heart and mind. And second one, bringing peace and harmony to the society. And the second one, the biggest one, is the pray the world free from disasters. So the common vision, and we also have the motto of our university from kindness, compassion, joy, and unselfish giving. So, and where are they from? That's the answer. Our moms and dad, Chieh moms and dad, are the worldwide voluntary. They are one of the qualified and trained volunteers in C.C.C Foundation. So every year we recruit around Taiwan to them to our school, and the C.C.C Foundation have 8 footprints, 4 main vocations. So education is one of the 4 vocations. So every mom and dad, they are they do more than one vocation at the same time, and most of them are community volunteers in the area they live. So, and my job is to create a lifelong learning for those moms and dads. And monthly meeting, I have to go to Taipei to have meet with them every month. And monthly training and education, when they come back to the campus every month, then we have a training education for them. So the programming for the need of all 4th grade students from freshman till senior, we have a different objective for their programming, like this. So the third one, the development of meaning roles. So what are the meaning roles? Not from my point of view, but how about from the student's point of view? So those are the goals of TCU, C.C.C University. So nurturing students into those who respect life and care for living beings. That's the whole picture and the whole goals, the total goals of my university. So from students' point of view, we have a painting and a writing competition every year. So we collect, and we collect their point of view, why they think about their moms and dad. So you can see this picture. They think about moms and dad. They will have a think about wow, a lot of yum food. Okay, and they are far from. They are students far from their hometown, so they will miss. Most of the students we are from Southeastern Asia. They are foreign students far away from their hometown, so they think they will cherish those mom and dad on campus. So those are the meaningful roles we try to let moms and dad try to act very well. Those 5 meaningful roles we try to let them to know. Okay. Oh, sorry. 2 more before. Yeah, okay. Thank you. So because my time is so limited, sorry about that. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So the next one, the meaningful roles in students' mind, we summarize the first one, happy family, and mentors in life, and big friends, warm wind, warm current in student mind. And the most frequent words in the students' writing and painting, we summarize it, including home, love, heart, and in Chinese, I don't know how to translate yuan. Supreme, yeah, it's hard to translate. Okay, those are positive words. Do you agree? Yeah. Okay. So the satisfaction survey about this mentoring service, those 5 years we got the best is 4 points. Okay. It's not quite very well, but in mentoring services, I think it's good enough. Okay, this is mentor service on campus. We try to create more. So from Chieh Hospital volunteers and the monthly class family gathering and the Chieh Cafe Talk for 8 years already, and the Chieh Mentors Program for already 4 years. Let me show you some pictures over here. That's hospital volunteers. These are from our life education curriculum. Okay, and the monthly class family gathering on campus. Okay, so those mom and dad are creative. Sometimes they are so amazing. And this is the picture from the right side is our teacher, and left side is mom, and the middle is our students. They try to guide students express respect and gratitude to their teacher on Teacher's Day. Yeah, so moms have to learn how to listen and share. So Chieh Cafe Talk is already 8 years. We try to use a lot of dads, their professional, their talent, and their career, so they can share their story, life story on campus every month. And those mom and dad are from all walks of life, so they are so talented. Yeah, see mentors program, we have a career exploration and coaching. So we have a business teacher, like a coach, to direct students how to find their career in the future, like this. So that's a history begin with a purpose. So our Master Zhen teach us by Buddhism teaching. Okay, so we will send our love and care to wherever help is needed, transcending the differences of race, religion, and nationality. So sometimes life education, they use their real life to educate students. When the student is second year, the left side, our dad passed away. So all the students went to his ceremony to say goodbye to their dad, since they're just the second year on campus for those students. And this is our grandma and grandpa, because after 24 years, those moms and dads becomes grandma and grandpa. And the left side, you see the star over there. That's the mom when mom is young in 1994. After 24 years, yeah, the students got their parents, but become a parents. They got their son and daughter. So yeah, time's out already. So thank you very much. You can share more. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lin. The first time I heard her presentation in Taiwan in Chinese, I was amazed, because you can see that they provide an anchor for the students far from home, and they show you how it can be done in the institutional structure, right? There's a lot of activities, how you can implement it. And it's so wonderful that you do have a huge volunteer body who's willing to model and to care for other people. So the next presenter would be Dr. Michael Bond again, and his topic is Pursuit of Happiness and Other Realization of Well-Being, the Pan-Cultural Quest.
I think it was von Bismarck, the great German chancellor, who said, "Politics is the art of the possible." Politics is the art of the possible. So rather than speak to any notes that I have prepared beforehand, I'd like to engage our panel members in a kind of conversation. I teach cross-cultural management in Hong Kong as a Canadian socialized person to mainland students who are graduates at the master level. This is the reality that I face when I'm trying to achieve what I regard as my academic agenda for these kids. Now, I have a job to do, I have a role responsibility, and I have some degrees of freedom within which I operate. So I try to structure what I do in my classroom in terms of the reality of the interface between me and my students. Life and teaching and politics is the art of the possible. So my reactions to the presentations that I heard today, Pninit, this is a wonderful program, and you're talking about a program to the converted who endorse and applaud and embrace, and if they're like me, they say, gee, I wish I'd gone through this program when I was just a little wee guy. But of course, I'm now 74 looking at this program and realizing that my parents might have had something to say about this program in 1950s in Toronto, thinking, my God, what's this got to do with reading, writing, and arithmetic? And so my question to you is, how do you sell this program to a school board now? Maybe it's easier than selling it would have been then. I think it would have been difficult then. We weren't ready for it. The zeitgeist wasn't preparing us. So that would be one question to you. Avraham, you said they are looking for something deeper, even if they don't know it. Well, I think teachers are in the position to presume. I mean, we're paid to presume. But my question was, how do you know that? How do you know that they are looking for something deeper, even if they don't know it? Now, I would suggest you know it because there's been a huge educational filter system that has brought these particular folks into your spider web of education. As my students, mainland students from China studying cross-cultural management because it's required by the institution where I teach, constrain what it is and let me know what it is I need to do. My question for Lynn is, this is a wonderful, amazing program. How is it that it's possible for you to run it? And could you run it at Taida, National Taiwan University? Because you're functioning within an organizational culture which embraces, endorses, and so, of course, parents who would send their children to be cared for by you educationally are themselves very highly selected. And I want to think about our programs as being useful more broadly. And how would we sell your program at National Taiwan University? Now, I'm not questioning the program, but I'm questioning the fact that we preach to the converted all the time. And that part of our job, as Bruce was suggesting last night, remember, was how do we act as a group to initiate desirable social change, recognizing that our version of what is desirable may not be other people's version of what is desirable. Hence we go back to politics. Politics is the art of the possible. And I think we have to realize that too often, no, I don't say too often, it's a negative, that if we want to take what we consider to be virtue and truth out to the world, that not everybody buys our program, because it is an encultured program that we have come to accept for whatever reasons. We are different than your classmates who graduated from primary school, from secondary school, and even from university. How would you teach these programs in a STEM university at the graduate level?
Right. I think these are great business, marketing questions, and I want to be mindful of time. So each of you have 2 minutes to respond.
2 minutes. Can you hear me? Thank you. So in 2 minutes, everything is best pace here too. So first of all, I think it's great questions. I try to make this program, first of all, as least cultural context as possible. I want it to be, adopted in different contexts as well. And it has been implemented in Arabic schools, in immigrant schools. I think it's really important, even to create a dialogue, not just to facilitate talk on meaning. But in terms of your question, I think it's easier today, as you mentioned, because we know that the existing system doesn't work. I mean, more of the same doesn't work. Children don't need teachers. They don't need schools to learn, to know things. We have everything, sometimes they know more than the teachers. They come to speak about values, to know, to ask, to know themselves better. So I think this is the mission that we need to take care of. And I think today, and research also shows that once children know what they're good at, they know what they believe in, then these go all the way to higher education and to their development as adults. So I think it's easier to sell it now in terms of grades, in terms of success, and also the ministry, at least in my country, the Ministry of Education facilitates that. This is something that they believe in. Yeah, but the Ministry of Education, it needs to be, but it takes time to convince. You need pilot, you need research to do that. But I think the more you believe in, this is, I think for me, it's a personal mission to start from an early age, kindergarten to higher education and beyond. I think it should be a lifelong process, a lifelong journey. But once you believe in that, you're the messenger of this kind of a message. And another thing I wanted to say that I feel we've been speaking a lot about social change, and I think it's so important, the healing power of meaning to create change. I think education is the key to social change. This is the future of really our society. We need to start as young as possible. And another thing I wanted to say, to finish my 2 minutes, is that it's not a program. I think I mentioned that earlier. It's not an independent program that we come and speak about meaning between 8 to 10 and that's it. It should be implemented in everything we do. From the moment the children enter school, the way we greet them as teachers, I think Avraham mentioned that, to the very last minute that they finish their day, and afterwards, it's the connection we have with their parents, it's the connection with the community. It should be implemented in all of the other subjects in school, reading, history, math. It's all about meaning eventually. So it really depends on the way we communicate this message. So for me, it's more than a program. I hope I answered some of your questions in 2 minutes. Maybe it's open your question. No, but it has been.
Answer my own question is that people would think, what we know how it works at your institution. How does it work in primary school in other cultures which think that the goal of education is to bring people up to speed in terms of computer use, math, science, and other forms of technology? I think there's going to be a huge amount of resistance. It's just my thought.
Yeah. So can I answer the question you asked me first? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think thanks, Michael Baum, Dr. Michael Baum asked the same questions with everyone visit to my university. So according to the Minister of Education evaluators from many professionals, they say, how come this system is so well? They need role models for our teenage and our young adults. We need role models. So how can you bring all the volunteers into different campuses? So actually, in the community side, we have volunteers in community education everywhere in Taiwan. But on campus, it's different because those students are not for the goal and mission of Tzu Chi into our school. They just want to get the degree for their college or PhD degree. So our challenge for the role model setting is the coming right now APP generations problem. APP generation. We got the different generation already. So before 24 years, 20 years ago, those students are for medical degree, but they are so pure. And some kind of they are so so nice. So not because those students right now they are not quite well, because they think another way different from their parents, and those our volunteers are some kind of age after middle age. So some generation gap exists. So my challenge in still exists because we have to deal with we have to know more about the new generation. So I think the reason to exist for my student system here, because we are the university is small enough. We are quite small. So if we enlarge into the Taiwan universities too large, so we cannot, you know, but our influence I think is enough. Okay.
So the question I was asked is, how do I know that they're looking for something deeper? What was it? Yeah. Even if they don't know. So I'm going to answer in terms of how to approach that. Because I would say many, many people, exceptions being in this room, are here, or do not know. So I think the answer that I would give in terms of approach is, first of all, it's very difficult. Secondly, you have to know your own experience with that. Third, you must have a process orientation. So you must be very finely tuned to where is this person coming from? Where are they starting from? You must start from where they are, or where this group is. So like Sisyphus, we're pushing, as Bruce pointed out, we're pushing this rock. I would also remind you of Daedalus, who flew too close to the sun. You can't fly too close, but if you fly too low, it's too cold. You have to fly so attuned you fly just the right level. The concept of deep democracy, as Arnie Mindell developed, talks about knowing, acknowledging all the parts of the field in the individual and in the group, and inviting it out, and particularly inviting out the marginalized voices who have a message that the dominant culture needs to hear, and it may need help articulating it. That's our job. So start from where you are.